Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the first ever PM to address the US Congress twice. He will be travelling to the United States of America on a state visit. It's being seen huge both in content and symbolism. The Prime Minister will get a 21-gun salute, will be hosted by the US President Joe Biden at the White House, and there will be an extensive dialogue on economy, strategy and climate change. This special report on what to expect from the visit.
A diplomatic engagement of the highest significance in 2023. The world's most powerful nation set to extend the highest protocols to Prime Minister Narendra Modi on his official state visit starting June 21st. Military honours, gala dinner, summit talks and an address by the leader of the world's largest democracy to a joint session of US Congress.
Prime Minister of India will be the first leader in independent India to address the US Congress twice. In my conversations with many of the congressmen and senators, I can certainly tell you that there is a lot of excitement amongst them. They want to hear about the India story and they want to hear about Prime Minister's vision and his thinking.
An Indian initiative his government launched in 2014. Prime Minister Modi is scheduled to lead the International Yoga Day himself at the United Nations Secretariat in New York on June 21st.
Under the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister Modi, who's really been pushing international recognition of yoga and supported the International Day. So the Honorable Prime Minister will be leading this session of yoga at the UN, at the United Nations, at the Secretariat on the 21st of June. I think it will really be a very, very big deal.
He travels to Washington the same day. The Prime Minister is likely to attend an education event with First Lady Jill Biden. The day ends with a private dinner with President Biden and his family. An official welcome for the Prime Minister at the White House in Washington, D.C. the next day. A 21-gun salute in honor of Prime Minister Modi. A bilateral with President Joe Biden follows with defense, tech partnership and climate change in focus. At Capitol Hill, the Prime Minister scheduled to address the joint session and became the only Indian Prime Minister to get the honor twice. His speech will be keenly watched for his geopolitical import. The Prime Minister will be back at the White House in the evening for the state dinner. In attendance will be some 250 guests representing the diversity of the Indian American community.
Here that there's a huge demand for people to be in DC at that big dinner that President Biden will be hosting. Yeah, it is absolutely the hottest ticket in town. We look forward to seeing you there.
Vice President Kamala Harris and Secretary of State Antony Blinken will host a lunch on June 23rd for Prime Minister Modi at the State Department. During his US tour, Prime Minister Modi will address two diaspora gatherings, one of them at the prestigious Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. A visit expected to transform India-US ties and elevate their strategic partnership across sectors. With Seema Sirohi in Washington and Geeta Mohan in New Delhi, Euro Report, India Today.